Hansi Flick has drawn a line in the sand, and for now, the line looks immovable. After the departure of Inigo Martinez, whispers in the market grew louder. Chelsea circling, scouts taking notes, a figure of roughly euros 50 million mentioned in the same breath as Fermin López's name. But Flick, who took charge promising clarity and structure, made his stance unmistakable. Barcelona will not be weakened by more exits this summer. He stepped in personally, blocked potential moves and signalled to everyone at the club that continuity matters more than a quick influx of cash. It is a simple calculation on the surface, but beneath it lies a gamble about identity, momentum, and a very particular style of football. The group that delivered last season's results, Flick believes, is the foundation for what he wants to build, a team that presses high, recovers quickly, and moves vertically with speed. In that blueprint, Fermin López is not a replaceable part. He is an ingredient that accelerates the machine. The situation cracks open into two competing narratives. On one side, the market is the market. Offers appear, agents whisper, and clubs like Chelsea test the resolve of giants. A euros 50 million signal for a young midfielder will tempt any board under the pressure of balancing the books. On the other side, you have a coach who has witnessed the chemistry of a squad and understands the fragility of its balance. Flick's choice to block departures is not sentimental stubbornness, it's a strategic plea for stability. Losing players now, especially ones who have been integrated into a particular pressing and transition system, risks setting back work that is still being fine-tuned. That's the calculation Deco and Flick appear to share. Better to refine and trust the core than to trade caution for short-term gain. Fermin, at 22, is the focal point in this drama. A la Magia product who shows up in the right places, he brings a mix of relentless pressing, quick recovery of the ball, and sudden vertical runs that slice through line. Those attributes may not always read like goals and assists on a stat line, but they fuel Flick's aggressive philosophy. The kind of work that allows the team to transition from defence to attack in two touch. It's also why Flick took time to speak with him directly after the Levante game, offering the kind of honest conversation that players notice. That talk matters because it frames the player's choice. Will he gamble on more minutes elsewhere, or will he buy into the project where his profile fits the system and could, in time, secure a regular starting role? There is also a second name in the background, Marc Casado, who, like Fermin, has been shielded from exits as Flick tries to protect depth. The message is clear. The manager values options and internal competition, and he's prepared to resist market forces that might hollow out the squad. But clubs aren't static organisms. They react. Chelsea may test the door more than once, and other suitors could emerge. That pressure will test Barcelona's resolve. Internally, the club must balance financial realities, sporting ambition, and the trust of a coach who insists the team that reached its level should be left largely intact. If Barcelona stands firm, the reward could be a season of continuity where players already familiar with each other push the team forward. If the club cracks, not only will a talent head down a different road, but the ripple effects could unsettle personnel, playing rhythm, and locker room confidence. For supporters, the stakes are immediate and emotional. Fans of La Masia want to see academy graduates grow and stay. Tactical purists want Flick's pressing machine to run unhindered. Executives must weigh the books. In the short term, the headline of the moment is simple. Flick blocked departures and said no to at least one tempting offer. But the longer story is about identity. Will Barcelona remain a club that protects its core when building a project? Or will market pressures force a different direction? Over the coming weeks, each conversation, each meeting, each whispered offer could tilt the scale. For now, Flick has forced the debate into the open and chosen stability. That decision will define the opening chapters of the season and tell us whether Barcelona trusts the project it has just begun to shape, or whether, once again, outside interest will reshape the club's future. Keep watching, because this is more than a transfer tiff. It's a test of principles at the top of one of football's biggest houses.